Greetings class. I just wanted to create a little video to give some more instruction and direction about the interview assignment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen here and I'm going to go through a few more things with you. So we're just going to talk about the informational assignment in general so you can understand what you all need to do. So these kind of list out the steps for the informational interview assignment. There's actually two parts. So part one is interview professional. We'll talk about that in a second. Part two, after the interview is over, then you need to write a paper about it. Be sure to look at the interview assignment because there are specific directions and guidelines on the information that I want you to include in the assignment, as well as the format of the paper. So be sure to look through that. Then I want you to schedule a meeting with the Writing and Media Center with one of their peer tutors. You can find more information in the module. But what I want you to do is have them review your paper with you. It's actually a really great process that they use. And so we'd like you to become familiar with that resource. So interview a professional, write your paper, take a draft of it to the Writing and Media Center. And then the last part for the informational interview assignment is to create a final draft of your paper and submit it on campus. I do not need the draft and a final draft. I just need one paper for your informational interview assignment to be turned in on campus. Then you will also need to write a reflection paper about your experience at the Writing and Media Center. So it's actually called the Writing Skills Assessment. And if you look into the assignment, there is directions and questions that you need to answer about that as well. So be sure to read those carefully so you get all the pieces and parts so you don't lose any points for those assignments, okay? So these are the professionals that are coming to class. We have 3 dietitians that are on campus here with ISU. They're all alums of our program. Erin and Callan serve, well, you can read where they serve. Jody Gatewood works for ISU Extension. She can talk specifically for both the dietetic side of things and those that work specifically with nutrition programming that aren't necessarily dietitians. So for those of you that are nutritional science, you can come to class and learn more from Jody. Food science and culinary food science students, you're actually going to be meeting with 2 members who are very excited to talk to you. You're going to be meeting in 223 McKay in 2 weeks to talk to these folks. So if you do not fit into one of those categories, you have the option, well, all of you have the option to find a person to interview outside of class. That's always a choice. So if you don't want to wait 2 weeks to come to class and interview somebody, or if you just want to find somebody on your own to interview that isn't close here, feel free to do that. You have that choice. I do not have any pre-health professionals coming to class. So if you want to interview some kind of medical professional, you will need to schedule that and do that on your own. And then for you folks in nutritional science, if there's somebody else that you would rather interview or talk to, feel free to create and invite a professional to interview outside of class, okay? So these are just some resources that you have available to you on Canvas. If you go into our January 23rd class and click on the informational interview overview, you'll actually get a nice little video that shows why we're doing and what we're doing. But then if you click on that PDF document, it'll actually give you a step-by-step instructions on contacting people to interview, sample questions to ask, and all of those things. So it's actually really, really handy. We're going to be using that in class as well to prep our interviewers for questions and things like that. So go into the module. There's a lot of really great information in there. There's also information on how to find a dietitian and some other things as well. Then as always, if you have questions, please just let me know, send me an email, catch me after class. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have about this assignment. But just again, remember that there's 2 parts to it, 2 parts, 2 assignments. We are bringing professionals to class, but if you don't want to interview them, feel free to find another professional to interview outside of class, okay? Thanks for listening, and we will see you in class. Thanks.